everybody. Today we are going to study or read more about how to research a project. So, researching a project is a mandatory situation for any degree or postgraduate students. So, the uh, main fact behind it is you should have an interest in your topic. The topic which incites a kind of question, the topic that values much of your suggestions, that is something that we need before researching a project. So I've seen many students compiling a whole lot of project from different information that they gather from the internet as well as other sources. Researching as such is, of course, a collection of information, a gathering of information, yes, but it is also a work in which you have your own perspectives to speak about. The perspective of something that you find valuable in a research. So, as such, you can see that researching a project becomes mandatory for any students, whether they be humanities, science, or any other aspects. So, here we are going to deal with how we can research a project. The questions that pop up in your mind. There are a hell lot of questions that come up in your mind as you see the word research or research. Research means researching something. So that can mean that a perspective that somebody analyzed can be questioned by valid facts or assumptions that you have put forward, or you can perhaps make up on your own theory of analyzing certain other facts. In this context, you can see that several questions pop up in your mind. The questions that pop up in your mind can be how, what, where, and when. Of course, anything, these questions are the most pertinent ones while you do a research on any subject. On a daily basis, you can see that a research is something that we do in our daily basis. Whether we have to make a curry, whether you have to make a different chicken curry, you will be of course searching in YouTube in order to understand how that person is making the chicken curry. You will be experimenting with the different ingredients in your kitchen in order to make the chicken curry. You will be of course tasting it and analyzing how the chicken curry is formed. In the same way, a research also puts forward a certain question. The question that is put forward by the researcher should have to find a conclusion or a solution towards the end of the research project. The valid informations that are gathered within the research should be validated again and again and understood on the basis of the hypothesis that you have proposed. Now, going to the next section, you can see how you can validate a research. A research can be said as a problem solving method, a problem that is created by yourself. You create a problem, you are making a solution. You create a problem amidst your friends, you find a solution. You create a problem amongst your peer groups, and you therefore you find a solution to come in terms with it. In the same way, a research also involves a problem solving method. Now in research you can see that there are different steps. The first step is defining a problem. You should have to define a definite problem for your research. A problem must be put forward for research. You can even analyze how Shakespeare makes use of the different places in his history plays, or you can analyze how love as a concept is conceived by Shakespeare. Somebody who is saying that Shakespeare is a much worked out area is, of course, having nothing in his mind, because Shakespeare or any other area which we condemn as something that is much worked out is of course something that can be layered into different aspects. The different theories, the post-colonial theories, the postmodern theories, the colonial theories, everything can be analyzed on the basis of these different texts. So the text is making a solution. Text is making a problem also. So in this context, you can see that a text is not a definite textbook, but a text is a definite form of primary material. This primary material can of course be your film, your novel, your short story, your poem, or anything. So anything that you want to understand and analyze becomes the primary text. So you are defining a problem in your primary text. Now we come to the phase 2. The phase 2 is you are going to determine the solution. You are going to understand how you are going to conceive a solution out of this problem, how you want to make a solution out of this. And from there, you have the phase 3, which is implementation. How do you implement? How do you make use of the different sources of information that you gathered as the secondary source of material, and you analyze it, you try to understand the application of this particular things in your textbook, and you finally come to an evaluation or a conclusion. So that is a step of research. Now research as such defined can be composed of two words, which is re and search. That is searching again and over again, closely, carefully, testily, or you are probing in a different situation. Now what is it? Research is a structured inquiry that utilizes acceptable scientific methodology to solve the problems and create new knowledge that is generally applicable. So when you find a question that you have to solve, that question must be solved through a definite procedure, and that definite procedure is known as a methodology. The methodology is something that you do in order to analyze the text. So it can be either qualitative analysis or quantitative analysis, and this can be based on textual analysis as well as content analysis or anything. So as such, you can see that methodology varies for anything. In the case of science students, you can see that the methodology is a lab test, whereas in the case of a humanities student, it can be content analysis, textual analysis, or sometimes an interview and a field work. Now the objectives. What is the objective of a research? The objective of the research is to discover new facts, verify and test the old facts, to understand human behavior, to know the connection between human activities and natural laws, to develop new scientific tools, concepts, and theories, and extend the theory of knowledge.